spelling is not there.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
See, under
I
Mel
like it.
is Genesee. See,
Yo, you should enter a spelling bee.
yeah. See, Austin and I got this, but you know,
I don't got this. You got this.
Well, he's gonna be my confidant.
I'm
He's
just
gonna
gonna
cheer me on.
You carry me, bro.
That's spelling bee dubs win. No, all jokes aside, here's the real dubs right here. Of course, it's Popo and Nana coming through in a big way. Double the mallet, double the trouble. And, of course, we have Princess Peach. Now, we talked about characters we don't get to see as much of anymore. Princess Peach, of course, certainly one of those. But for the wrong reasons, I think this character is still very good.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is that we don't really see ice climbers, like, literally at all in this game. I feel like if you think of, like, one character that you forget about in this gigantic roster,
Sure.
I feel like Ice Climber is one of the first characters I think of. It's like, oh, yeah, they're in this game. Because you just don't really see them in competitive play. Like, back in Brawl and Smash 4, their big appeal was the chain grabs, the being able to get some zero deaths off of them. Now in this game, it's all about, like, playing around both of the... You know, they don't got that gimmick anymore. It's not there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just not there. But you know, though, you can teach this old dog some new tricks. I mean, we've seen what this character can be done or can do if piloted by the correct individuals. Most namely, Big D, I believe, at Gommel. You know, definitely put the world on high alert once again. Because you're right. Like, we're like, oh, Ice Climbers is scary. A few months go by, we forget, and then it comes back, boom, character scary again. But as it stands right now, I need Ling to become the scarier one. In a bit of a deficit, in a bit of a pinch, if you will, caught between Popo and Nana in the corner. That's not where you want to be.
Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of a... When you fight against a character that you're not used to in a game like this, gigantic roster, matchup knowledge goes into a very big play right there. There's actually an opportunity there for Ling to actually connect a back air on Nana afterwards. And if you know how predictable their AI is when they're trying to recover, you can actually like solidify on that. But I think Ling was kind of... mixing up whether he was going to go for Popo or Nana. So couldn't quite make that decision. Nana's out of there, though, so now it's just like easy cleanups to get rid of this Popo. It's just about how much damage is he going to take while in the process trying to clean up this mess.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. I mean, I think as much as you're on high alert because there's only one of the ice climbers available to fight, the opponent is like, okay, I'm about to dial in, and you know what I'm saying, trying to play a little bit more of a defensive play style, but we don't really get to see it right there. Sopo can't get the job done. A Princess Peach piloted by Ling looking really good here right now. I think the fact of the matter remains the same. You got to figure out a way to split these two up, try to get Nana off stage, and almost disengage with, you know, the actual ice climber you need to fight, then focus on Sopo.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the game plan has been since 2001, right? Like, you got to get rid of that Popo, that Nana.
All right, but looks like Ling is the one that's getting rid of right here. I mean, unfortunately, 128%. Yosi right now looking at 45, very, very comfortable, and we know that the Ice Climbers can definitely dish out some damage here. I mean, one misstep, one overextension on the forward air right here from Ling, and this could be some real trouble.
The hardest thing about playing Ice Climbers is getting your shields out and making sure that Nana is shielded. There's actually a moment there where Ling landed a side B, and, you know, we saw Yosi actually shield right through it, but unfortunately Nana's shield comes out like a couple frames after Popo's.
Sure.
So Nana got caught by it. So it's actually the side B from the Peach Bomber. Really solid move for kind of trying to separate the two Ice Climbers.
Oh, early on the down smash, though, but it
does
not matter. You grabbed the wrong one. You grabbed my sister when you should have grabbed the mister, okay? Don't play around with me. Great stuff right here. Yosi looking damn good right now. Oh, but rinse and repeat.
You sure?
Yes, rinse and repeat.
Looking good, looking dead. Okay, final stocks apiece here. This is Ling's time to shine, try to like get some little bit of momentum going. I think right now Ling's just kind of struggling to create some distance between him and the opponents. Look at him, he's just trying to get away from him, but like Yosi is holding forward, already racking him up to 70 damage, has him off stage. Interesting, Umbrella's going to be able to push those projectiles right back towards him.
And it could be a little bit of matchup unfamiliarity kind of coming out right there. I mean, of course, getting hit with the same move a few times in a row will definitely put you on some sort of high alert, but we'll see what the adjustments are. Of course, Ling, one of the best Peaches to ever do it, certainly knows how to adjust on the fly, but is going to have to tap in and fast. No. That's right. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't get froze up. The percent's getting high. Percent's getting high.
Oh, no. Okay, good mash out from Ling. Going to be able to get out of that icicle. Got to get rid of that Nana. Yeah. Very important. But Yoshi's doing a good job of keeping Nana very close, like going for the side B whenever he can, just to like make sure that Nana's in connection with him.
You got to be well aware of your partner at all times.
Wow.
I mean, wow. Nana said, I'm coming through, all right.
Okay, we got some nerve rolling going on from both players. This is mad close, and Yoshi's going to take game number 1. A little bit of an upset there to start it off.
I kind of like that, too. Yeah, let's peek at this replay once more. So, you know, like the Yoshi match that we've seen in the set prior, you know, Peach is another character where a lot of, like, her most dangerous options are going to come out of a float or a short hop, especially up close and personal. That's how you're going to put pressure on for her. But I just feel like the pressure from the opposite side was just a little bit too much, kind of caught her slipping. a lot of KOs came off the top, but that up tilt at the end definitely the one that kind of sealed the deal.
Up tilt's such a solid move for Popo, just because, like, if Nana's out there, or if Nana gets the up tilt, Popo, the one the player's controlling, has full control to just, like, go out and get the follow-up right afterwards. It's like you're playing doubles by yourself sometimes. But up tilt, the reason what makes up tilt so good is because it's a long-lasting move. It keeps the opponent in it, so while they're stuck in that hit stun, you, the player, as Popo, can go over and, like, set yourself up to where they're going to follow up, you know?
That's right.
So it's a very smart, like, move just to go for. It's also really good for as, like, an approach tool because you can, like, cancel it forward, so you get like, a little bit of that little cancel for to be able to get the up tilt out, you know?
That's right. You activated my trap card, Popo, and I said. Well, on the topic of approaching, we got a stage with some bigger terrain here, so approaching is going to have to come a little differently here. Of course, the platform's set up, you know, way at the ledge of the stage, and a lot of open range in the middle to really make something happen. So let's see how imaginative they can get here. Okay, a couple up airs right there. Very smart, obviously knowing that she's not going to be able to recover for free. There's a good chance she might try to drift towards the platform. They're trying to get there before she gets there, and of course apply that pressure thoroughly.
Yeah, I like the backup right there. You know, just going for the side B, recognize it's not going to hit. Has all the time in the world to be able to just like go to the wrist. I like that call out of the jump. Very smart stuff. If you see your opponent shielding like that on the platform, odds are they're going to jump. And so you might as well just swing at the open air above them just in case they're going to, you know, you think they're going to go up there. No harm in the world. There's that up tilt again. You can set up all time in the world to get that up smash.
Yeah, just jumping around a little too much. And I hate to say that with Peach because, again, she's supposed to do that. But, you know, you're going to have to, you know, approach this a little bit more carefully, especially when you just have a character like the Ice Climbers who can just anti-air on the ready or who can outspace you and then, of course, freeze you with the way we've seen in game number 1. So kind of leaning back into that earlier narrative, trying to separate both of the Ice Climbers, try to get Nana off stage.
I mean, that's what you got to do. Okay. And Ling is just having trouble getting any sort of like neutral going here because right now he's just trying to get back onto this. I feel like this whole game has been Ling trying to get back onto the stage, and he just cannot. Yosi is a menace on this stage.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Austin. I just feel like no platforms in the middle. Not to say that Peach has an issue landing. I mean, she's very well equipped to stay off stage for long periods of time. She can drift. She can mess up your timing ever so slightly. But the fact remains the same. The issue is that there's no platforms in the middle, and that's exactly what the Ice Climbers are looking for, that up tilt to reset the situation. A couple up airs for your trebles. Hell, I might even be feeling frog. You might even see an up smash.
You might as well. Okay, can we get this Nana? This is so important. Ling, oh my gosh, that Nana, he had to get that. I think this game might be over. Like, getting that Nana just to get something started. It's 1 stock to 3. Ling looking desperate to get something going. He just can't catch Nana.
He can't. Nana's a little too quick on them feet. Okay. Back air real quick, 150% here and climbing. Somebody's stock is on borrowed time. Out of a jump, going to try to spin to win, but unfortunately ends up, you're going to, He said, I can't miss this one. I cannot afford to miss this edge guard.
And even then, it might still be too late. Already racking up to, oh my God, you just hear the sound effects. It makes me feel pain internally. I'm not even the one playing.
Okay. Looks like Ling's the one getting played here right now. Getting jumped. Double the hammer, double the trouble. Sadly enough. Oh, okay.
Okay. That was disrespectful, and you're going to pay the price for it. Hold on a second.
Wait a minute.
There was no reason for Yosi to go for that down air, but he did, and he gave up his stock for it. And now all of a sudden, Ling has a threat of a chance here to take back this game.
You can't give a player like Ling this sort of opportunity right here because, I mean, this is a very well-seasoned and polished Peach, okay? You know what I'm saying? They're not knocking on any open doors. They're coming through. They're looking for opportunity. They're going to take it. Double the parry, double the scary. Backs off, though. Doesn't quite capitalize on opportunity. Of course, percent's a little bit too high. Not looking for a trade here at all. That's right. Ends up hitting Nana. Popo gets the job done, but Yoshi has to be thinking, what have I done?
If I was Yosi, I'd be sweating.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Like, you still got the 2-0 lead, right? But you still, this is a best 3 of 5, so you still got to like get that one more game against Ling. Again, Ling being one of the top players out here, one of the best Peaches in the nation. Still doing it out here, but unfortunately, like we're seeing Yosi just kind of like doing what he wants against Ling. Like, there are just so many opportunities that we're seeing Ling just miss out on getting the KO against Nana, who is like, you know, the AI control has a little bit of influence from the main person, but mostly just like an AI. So I definitely sense that like Ling does not have much matchup practice in this.
I mean, that's you might be on. Like, you might be onto something, Austin.
Is he switching to King DDD? Are you for real?
Hammer? Is it got to be some hammer on hammer here?
Dude, it's like, yo, you got 2 hammers? I got a big one. I got a rocket hammer, a jet hammer, if you will.
Well, we will see what this last match brings us. This potential last match, of course, there's always opportunity that Ling can definitely turn some things around, but Looking at that last replay, you would never have guessed. I think I hear King DDD on the horizon. Yes. So we're pulling up. It's Hammer Bros. Let's run it.
Honestly, this isn't like the worst counter pick for this, right?
No.
Because so what King DDD has on the table against the likes of Ice Climbers, right? First off, the Gordo. Being able to throw Gordo from like a distance allows him to kind of just like give himself a little bit more breathing room. Because when he was playing with Peach, there were so many times when he was just struggling to get back down on the ground, trying to create some distance between him and his opponent.
I'm listening.
And so he has to get on the ground in order to pull up the turnip. Gordo, he can throw in the middle of the air. Meanwhile, he can also do for an inhale to go through his shield. He can spit the opponent back out at the other character as well. But what's actually happening is that he's kind of turning into combo fodder, which King DD is very known for, just being a big target like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like the off-stage gameplay, which is something
God.
that, oh my God, no sparks or nothing. He said, get the entire hell up off of this stage, man. Wow. So you might have the bigger hammer, but I hit harder right here, man. Okay, shooting Nana away. I actually wanted to see the Gordo play. You know how you can kind of stick it in the corner and stop opponents from recovering? I wanted to see a little bit of that as well. Of course, survivability, you would never have guessed that was a thing with DDD with how that first stock just wrapped up, but it is certainly a thing. The offstage gameplay, I'd love to see Ling lean into that just a little bit more as well. We didn't get to see it as much with his Peach. Of course, they stayed grounded in that last game, but here, maybe we can make some magic happen for ourselves. Gordo gameplay back up. Okay.
Ling, I feel like Ling has been in disadvantage this entire game. Like, homie cannot get any sort of breathing room.
Yeah, the hammer, the double to hammer might be too much. Oh, great parry. Look, that was Nana that parried that.
I mean, the unfortunate part of King DD, he kind of has trouble landing, right? Like, even though he's got like 6 jumps to be able to go all over the place, get back onto the ground, kind of mix up where he's going to go, he's still kind of predictable once he lands down. He's probably going to land down with like a back air normally. And if you just shield the back air, you can get a big punish on that. There's a little bit of landing lag on it, so.
Yeah, DDD's KO options are very linear. I mean, you certainly know what they're doing as they're coming. The real question with DDD is, can you stop it? Because, I mean, DDD is just an overwhelming force. But I think where DDD kind of excels is stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Where you're like, oh, I got the edge guard on deck. No, you don't. The gimmick. And then, of course, even up close and personal, like the grounded game, F tilt, down tilt, up tilt moves like those. I mean, they're not the most, prolific moves, but they certainly can help put on some percent. His quicker options, if you will.
Another thing DD can do while in disadvantage anyways is like throw out the Gordo slow like that, right? If you do like the vertical bounce, opt to go for that, it kind of creates like this little barrier in front of you to try to prevent your opponents from being able to approach you when you're trying to hang on the ledge. Very smart tool for him to be able to do when he's like on the ledge, because he's constantly disadvantaged. Fortunately, that Ariel's going to be able to seal that second stock. He's fighting for his life right now, homie. He is on his final life. Ling potentially going to losers this early in pools.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't have this one on my bingo card for sure, but again, that's just, it kind of is a testament to just the competitive nature of Shine. I mean, this event's been gone for 3 years. I'd imagine when people seen it came back, they're like, I got to bring my A game. And I can certainly say that for Yoshi. Definitely bringing the A plus the S tier game, if you will. But let's see if Ling can certainly turn it up. I mean, doing a really good job at separating the two, but unfortunately just cannot figure out a way to capitalize. That's only half the battle.
No, bro, he's got the Trixies!
Oh, damn.
He's got it 3-0 and a fist bump. Yosi coming on, moving through winner's side of this pools match, taking out the likes of Ling.
Somebody come look at this.